What's going on, everyone? Just enjoying the nice, peaceful, calm, relatively warm November night here in Oklahoma, central Oklahoma. I just wanted to ask the group a question. So on Saturday night, we posted a couple photos saying that we spread our used chicken bedding onto our pollinator strips, trying to add just a little, I don't want to say free fertilizer because those with chickens know that nothing's free with those guys, but just trying to lay down some fertilizer to help prepare the soil, help prepare the ground for when we put in our pollinator strips next spring. And so the ideal scenario for us is to have what I think is called a closed loop system here on the farm, to where anything that the animal produces or the animal itself gets used on the farm some way, shape, or form. And ideally, we would produce all of the food for the animals here on the farm and not have to rely on stores off farm in order to provide our animals' needs. When we first moved here, this North 10 was supposed to be that, to where we sectioned it off. We wanted to grow our own food for our livestock. And after sitting with it for a little bit and working the ground, working the land, we realized that is very resource intensive. And from a management standpoint, we both have day jobs. We don't have the manpower, the resources, the equipment, or the time needed to do that. So we've shifted gears around the North 10. It's going to be our goat pasture, which we're preparing. But my question for the group is anybody else self-sufficient, seriously self-sufficient, to where they produce everything they need on the farm for their animals and not a bit of the animal goes to waste? Includes the waste, the carcass, all that stuff. I believe it's called a closed loop system, to where you don't waste anything and you provide everything you need on the farm. You don't have to rely on outside sources. So question is anybody else doing that? Is anyone close to that? How long you've been doing it? Just trying to get an idea. There's a couple names out there. I'm reading a book, Will Harris's book for White Oak Pastures, and he seems like he's gotten that down to where that entire operation is closed loop, to where he even processes the animals on his farm. So there's people out there that do it. It takes time, obviously, but just wanted to poll the group. Who has a closed loop system? Who's using everything on the farm and doesn't have to rely too much off farm? Any thoughts you have, any comments you have would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. As always, stay rooted.